Hello everyone, my name is Jana Stupavsky. I'm your data visualization instructor. A good visualization can help us transform a difficult to navigate spreadsheet into something much more manageable, something that our eyes can process much quicker. Let's now look together at some examples of how a good visualization can help transform difficult to digest spreadsheets into something much more meaningful. This is a folder full of spreadsheets that contain data on air quality in Mobile and Baldwin counties in Alabama. This is how each spreadsheet looks like. It contains a first row with headers for each column, and then it contains some numbers that don't tell us much. Under normal circumstances, we would probably take each of these spreadsheets and combine them into one single one, and we would try to make something out of it. By creating a visualization, we can suddenly put these spreadsheets into a whole new perspective, and we can absorb the data that these spreadsheets contain in a whole new way. This is an example of how we could visualize the air quality data that we just looked at in the spreadsheets. One of the numbers in the columns included what's called an air quality index, and we had about 15 years of history of air quality index in the respective counties. And so now we can easily show a timeline of how air quality index developed in those counties since 2005. The spreadsheet also included data on types of pollutants that were present in the air each year. These bar charts simply show distribution of all the air pollutants in the air for each year. Lastly, the spreadsheets also included data on how many good days versus moderate versus bad days we've had in each county each year. And so again, this visualization shows a distribution of different types of days each year in each county. Let's look at another example of visualizing data simply. This is a dashboard that shows child mortality rates in Mobile and Baldwin counties in Alabama. The original spreadsheet looks like this, full of columns and rows. And because we've had some additional data, we were able to drill into a lot of details. First, we were able to show how many children aged 1 to 18 died prematurely in Mobile County, in the state of Alabama, and in Baldwin County over time. But because we had additional data that were available, although only for the last 3 years, that being from 2018 to 2020, we're able to break it down by race, black and white. We can compare Mobile and Baldwin counties, and we can clearly see that far more black children aged 1 to 18 die in Mobile County than in Baldwin County. And overall, black children mortality rate is higher, although it is on the decline in Baldwin County, while white children mortality rates are slowly rising, especially in Baldwin County. Visualizing data this way suddenly allows us to start asking questions like, why? Why are white children dying more and more each year now in Baldwin County in particular? Why, overall, black children die prematurely in both counties than white children? These are just a couple of examples of how visualizing data can simplify our life. It can allow us to see and understand data much more sooner and much more quickly, and thus we can start asking questions and start solving problems instead of just trying to figure out what the spreadsheets tell us.